All right, so Brett here. Day 36 is in the books. That means 5 weeks was in the books. So to kind of talk about um, my 5 weeks first, so I'm at 32.2 pounds total loss. Works out to be 0.92 pounds per day. We know that that was heavy on the front. It's been a little less on the back. Um, I had a glucose number today of 87, which was the lowest glucose that I've ever seen for myself ever. So I'm really happy about that. Not eating, you know, carbs and sugars and everything else, so that makes sense. But it still feels good. And then my ketone number was 2.9. So that's the highest it's been. I've only been over two. I think one day I was at 2.3, and by the end of the day it was 2.1. So um, feeling really good about that. And all of that's coming together because my trip to Mexico is in 96 days. So uh, my goal was to be under 300 before I went there. I've got 96 days to improve on that. My new target is to be at 290 by the time I hit the end of this month. So now we're at the 18th of March. So I've got 13 days left now to try and lose 10 pounds. We will see what happens. But um, this week I've got, you know, my wife's going to be out of town. I want to be eating on my own. Um, I may do OMAD for this week. Trying to decide because today I ate at 8 p.m. after not having eaten since 7 p.m. yesterday, and I wasn't even really all that hungry. Um, my mind was telling me to eat for about 3 or 4 hours before that, and but my body wasn't really saying eat like I'm accustomed to. So I don't know if it's a different feeling of true hunger when you're on carnivore, but I'm not gonna the rest of the week here. I'm not gonna force it. If I'm not wanting to eat, my body doesn't tell me that I want to eat, then I'm not gonna eat. So we'll see. Um, the other um, the other thing that's going on is that I'm not feeling well today. So I actually stayed home from work today. Stayed home. I didn't work today, and you know, kind of is what it is. I don't. I haven't. I felt a little bit sick here and there during this last 5 weeks, but nothing significant. So today was a little bit odd. But it's part of life, I guess. I mean, we've got a lot of people at my office that have been sick recently, so I figure I just pick something up from one of them. But we'll see how I feel in the morning. It's mostly my head. It's not a stomach thing. Usually, if I'm sick, it was a stomach thing before. Not a stomach thing this time for sure. So we'll see how I feel in the morning. Um, Something else, and I haven't said this a lot, but I am going to ask you guys to subscribe and like and share and comment and do all those things on these videos. Somebody else again today posted into one of my videos from just a little bit ago, and they had just started carnivore. They're just getting into it. I think they were about a week in, and you know they were already dropping the amount of insulin they needed, and and that's awesome, right? That's the kind of thing that this diet can really help you with, right? Get you off your insulin, right? Balance out your sugar, get it back down where it should be, um, along with all the other things that you can hear about, right? Autoimmune, skin issues, um, thyroid. I would love for my daughter to actually do this because she's got a thyroid condition, and it would be awesome for her to be able to try this. But most of my family still thinks I'm a little silly for doing this. So we'll see if we can get her into it. But but yeah, like and subscribe. Appreciate those of you that do. The majority of people that, at least on some of the videos that have gotten a ton of watches, majority are not subscribers. I don't know if they're first time here, second time here, or whatever. But I just want to, I I did this for me. I started this for me, but it's turning into something more than that. And I just want to help encourage people and support people. And this is a good path for them to get into. And unless the video shows up in their path, they won't see it. They won't get to hear about my weight loss. And um, I posted kind of my origin story, if you will, today, about my kind of why I went to carnivore, how I got here. Um, and it's probably a similar story to a lot of other people. Um, Planning for later this week, depending on how um, my voice and my head feel. I'm planning to do start talking about some of the tools I'm doing and how I'm tracking data, things like that. That's another thing that I think can help people. Right, the scale is one thing, measurements are another. Um, Glucose levels, ketone levels, blood pressure, all those things are important too. And if you've got the right tools, then you can track a lot of information. So that is, excuse me, that is all that I really wanted to talk to you guys about today. Um, we can wrap it up, but yeah, like and subscribe, appreciate that, and beyond that, we will talk to you tomorrow.